Another Thursday, another Two Book Crazy video. I hope you all have been looking forward to seeing this video as much as I've been looking forward to making it. But before I start, please go check out Ashley's video. She posted it on Tuesday, so please go check it out. So, today's video is really exciting for me, especially because it's for the month of October. I know we're still in September, but I'm thinking way ahead. And I just finished my last book, The Great Gatsby, that was on my August TBR. But anyway, I finished it and it was really good. Reviews for those 3 books will be coming up shortly. But let's get into today's video. I'm not usually a lover of horror or anything that will keep me up at night, but since it will be October, I thought it would be a nice idea for me to do a Halloween themed readathon in October. And I'm not sure when that 24-hour readathon will be yet, but we'll let you know closer in. So, today I'm going to talk about the books that I have to read in the month of October. I've already started one early because I want to get ahead of myself. But before I show you them, I just thought it's only appropriate that today, as much as I always drink my tea in my William Shakespeare mug, that today I drink it in my Edgar Allan Poe mug. So appropriate for October. Anyway, let's just get into it. It was very hard for me actually to pick which books I wanted to buy for this, so I narrowed it down and I ended up buying 5 books. Now, I am a person that loves suspense, kind of like a ghost story maybe, things like that. But like, I've read Stephen King books, but I cannot do his books like It, Pet Sematary, anything like those I cannot do. But I do love Stephen King's books that I have read. So I like doing the classic horror because it's ones where you can be a bit afraid, but at the same time you can still go to bed at night without having some terrible nightmare. So I just looked up on the internet classic horror novels, and so I ended up buying 5. So here are the 5. First one I've already started. I started it last night, and it's Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None. I am on page 117, and I completely love it. I've been on the edge of my seat, or at the edge of my bed, and it's written really well. There's the eeriness feel, and you actually start to feel the frightening feeling that the characters feel within the book. So I love that. When the book makes me feel the same emotion as the characters, you know it's a good book. This is actually my second Agatha Christie novel that I've read. The first one was The Murder of Orient Express, which I would recommend is a good one. But I think this one may be my favorite, and then that will end up being my second. But anyway, I hope to maybe read some more of her novels in the future. I'm not sure if I will end up doing that, but I absolutely loved it. I'll just read a little bit of the back. Stranded by a violent storm and haunted by a nursery rhyme counting down one by one, they begin to die. So yes, I absolutely love this, and I cannot wait to finish it. And again, I'll be doing book reviews on all these books once I finish them. So this is the first one that I am reading. Now these other two that I have here are ones that, pretty much everyone knows the story about this. Here's Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, and here's Dracula by Bram Stoker. An interesting fact about Bram Stoker's Dracula: in history, there's actually there was a prince in Romania named Prince Tepet, and his nickname was Dracula the Impaler because he used to impale his prisoners in wooden stakes. So this is kind of where Bram Stoker got the inspiration for his character Dracula. And as you know, in all the other film adaptations and shows of Dracula, the way to kill Dracula is by a wooden stake. So I just thought that was an interesting fact to let you all know about. I'm not sure about where the garlic came in, but I will research that and I'll get back to you. But yes, I'm looking forward to reading these two. So these are the other two that I've gotten that are classics that everyone pretty much knows. So excited. Now, I also like to research books that I've never heard about before. So these last two that I have here are ones that I've never heard about, and I just read the back of them and was super intrigued. So the first one I have here is called The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. She's an American author, and the cover itself, if that doesn't say Halloween to you, then I don't know what does. But besides the cover, I read the back of it. I won't read the whole back of it, but I'll just give you a little bit of what dragged me into this. As they begin to cope with chilling, even horrifying occurrences beyond their control or understanding, they cannot possibly know what lies ahead, for Hill House is gathering its powers, and soon it will choose one of them to make its own. Ooh, bone chilling. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one, especially since I don't know or I've never heard of it before. Maybe I'll read this one and I'll actually look up her other works, because I possibly think that I will like it very much so, and that I would want to read the rest of her things. So I'm really looking forward to it. The last book I have here is the biggest one on my Halloween themed books, and it is called Uncle Silas by Sheridan Fanu. He's an Irish author, and again, besides it looking completely terrifying, I just read a little bit of the back, and it says, Maud's destiny will become all too clear, with its world of spirits, locked cabinets, kidnapping, and past secrets that spill into the present. Le Fanu's shocking novel of sensation is a chilling and groundbreaking psychological thriller. And I also love psychological thrillers, so I was sold on this. It is the biggest one, so I'm probably going to be reading this at the end, like probably the week of Halloween, maybe. I'm not sure. It is about 400 pages, so it will take me a while, but I love reading thick, big books, so for me it's totally fine. So these are the books that I have to read for my Halloween-themed month of October. And yes, I started early, but because I want to get ahead of myself. So yeah, and I will be putting pictures or names of the book on the social media accounts, and I'll put the names authors of them down below in the description box. So here's a personal story. My grandpa's birthday was actually September 15th. He is now, it's been 11 years since he had passed away. My grandfather and I were really, really close, and he was a huge reader. And I feel him all the time, you know, like I miss him and I think about him often. But when I really feel his presence is when I'm reading. He was such a big reader, and I just feel like he's giving me a huge smile up in heaven, and that he's really proud of me that I've become such a reader. And I just wish he was here, you know, so we could compare and discuss the books and just be bonding together. But I know that where he's at right now, that he's really happy for me, and each time I read, I know he's thinking of me. And so here's a picture of my grandfather. So yeah, happy birthday, Grandpa. So here's my tip for today. If you really want to get into the novels that you read, what I like to do is research the author and learn more about the author, because then it gives you a different appreciation of the actual novel that they wrote, and you'll enjoy it more, I feel. At least that's my opinion. And it's just really interesting to learn about why they wrote it, or what was going on in their life while they were writing it, and what are their likes and what are their dislikes. And I just find it fascinating to get to know the authors and then read their works. I think it's a great way to get immersed into the story that you're reading and in the author that has written it. And so my other quick tip is, so there's plenty of different types of bookmarks out there. There's so many different pretty ones, leather ones, paper ones, plastic ones, rubber ones. You can go on and on. But my aunt had just gotten me these magnetic ones, and I've never used them before, but I decided to use this one since it's kind of a smaller size book, and I thought, hey, let me see how these magnet bookmarks work. And I will say I like them a lot. Not to say that there's anything wrong with a normal bookmark, but with these, they don't fall out that easily. So if you're reading and let's say you put the book lays open, the normal bookmark will fall out. But with this, the magnetic one, it doesn't. It stays completely on your page, so you never lose your page. So I think you should definitely check out the magnetic bookmarks. Now I do want to say, these two books are in the running for the Great American Read. So if you want to check that out, it's been going on since beginning of summer, I believe. It's on PBS, and it's called The Great American Reads. I'll put the link of them in the description box below, so you can check it out, and you can vote every day for whatever book you want to be the Great American Read, the book that America is the absolute favorite. So I highly recommend you check that link out. What else? So yeah, that's pretty much my tip for today. Again, I am super excited to be doing these Halloween themed reads. I want to do that throughout the holidays. Not sure what I can do for November. Maybe just like a fall feel kind of book. And Christmas, I have the Christmas Carol and everything like that. But that we can talk about in a later video. But I hope you check this video out. And again, please like and subscribe. You can hit the bell for notifications of when I post a new video. And remember, God is love and God is good always. So stay fun, classy, and poetic. Until next time.